So now we're going to look at posting from a 2-column journal to ledger accounts. So in this picture you see we've got our general journal, the yellow form, and our general ledger, the green form. So the first part we're going to do is post the debit part of the entry. And so cash was debited for $10,000. You notice we come down and label this account cash. The account number is 111, comes from the posting reference. We carry the date forward. Under item, we don't list the item because this entire ledger is devoted to the cash account. So everything that goes on this page is the cash account, right? Now, under posting reference, you see we have GJ1, and that stands for General Journal. And the 1 is the page number from the upper right corner of the yellow General Journal form. Our debit amount was $10,000, and this is the first entry in this ledger, so we carry that balance over to the debit side. Now we're going to record or post the credit part of the entry. So, our credit was for Stanley Walker Capital. So we call this general ledger account Stanley Walker Capital. We carry the account number 311 to the account number space. We carry the date down to the general ledger. This is posting reference General Journal 1. And it's a $10,000 credit. And there again, since it's our first entry, we carry the credit over to the credit side. Now, one thing to keep in mind is if you have, in the general ledger, if you have debits and credits, you always subtract to get the difference. And then the balance would be the normal debit or credit balance, whichever the account had. And we remember that assets have normal debit balances, and accounts payable and owner's equity accounts have normal credit balances. So keep in mind that our journal gives us a strong advantage of recording both our debits and credits in chronological order. But our journal does not provide us a summary of the individual account. That is, it does not provide us with a running balance of how much we have left in that account. So, to summarize our balances, we must post the entries from the journal to the ledger. So, when you post from the journal to the ledger, it's just a mechanical process. We've already analyzed the transactions when we were journalizing them in the general journal. So, posting is just taking the information straight from the journal entry and transferring it over to the ledger. No new analysis is taking place. No new accounts are being introduced. And the date of the journal entry and the date of posting is always the same. So why is it important to learn how to journalize? In our day of computerized accounting programs, some believe skills are necessary, but posting skills are not, because posting is automatic in computerized systems. Our authors disagree. They think that we need to understand the manual posting process before we can gain insight into how amounts in the journal make their way to the ledger and how ledger accounts are affected by postings. And this is going to become even more important when we look at Chapter 7.